Jimmy, come back here. Jimmy, you need to stop running out of the house like that. You really scared me.
When a person leaves a safe area for an area that's unfamiliar or unsafe, this is called eloping. This is a fear that every parent has. It's also a major fear among parents of children who are neurodiverse.
Oh, wow!
Most people that elope come back home safe and sound. Sadly, sometimes people that elope get injured or worse.
Oh, no!
Elopement might just look like someone is trying to get away from a certain area. However, usually, when a person elopes, they're communicating something.
What are they trying to communicate?
Well, they might be hungry, or they might need to use the bathroom. Perhaps a break is needed. If this is the case, elopement can be solved a lot of times by these people being given a way to communicate what they want.
How?
We can express what we want with a chart, or assistive technology like an iPad. This is especially helpful if someone can't verbally express their needs.
Sometimes a person can't leave an area when they want to. Can a timer be used so they can visually see when they can?
That's a great idea. Visual aids help people a lot. It's a great way to let someone know how much time they have or what's coming next. Or maybe they have to complete a certain assignment and then they can get what they seek without eloping. Lastly, have a plan for what to do when elopement happens. Let neighbors and local authorities know about your child and that they are an elopement risk.
Let them know if your child will tolerate being touched. Also, let them know words or phrases that might get your child to stop eloping.
By helping people express what they need, practicing not eloping, giving them the necessary identification tools, and communicating with the people around us, we can make elopement, when it happens, a safer experience for everyone.
Jimmy, what do you want?